Ah, what a nice view. Perfect. This is not the quiet moment I thought this was. Hang on a second. Okay, I think this is the one. Yes, Dadapon's gift.
Shook, look! Plenty of trees growing.
Looks like this area isn't very heavily cultivated. That might be why nature runs so rampant.
Big step for Dadapon. Kino make this into Frontier Village Mark II.
Frontier Village, huh? I was amazed first time I saw it. All the pollen factories, built into that giant tree.
Nopon never use metal if can be helped. Except for Sisterpon, who like use Hom-Hom shield very much.
Oh, right. It's true, though. Ricky never did use a metal weapon. It looked more like a fruit of some kind.
Kino here, this is actually gumberry that store ether within. Kino just make it suck in ether, and then it shoot out contents like real rifle.
Is that right? I'm not sure I've ever seen a berry that big before.
Indeedy. Kino never see one lying around before, that for sure.
The plants that bear them must be very rare. I knew biters, but I didn't know you had curiosities like these.
Well, biter's still more popular. Little Pond Kino also wants to use biter, but no beef on wings, so could not carry properly. But then, when Kino gets in big sulk, Dadapon go and pick gumberry from somewhere.
Ricky did. So he can be a model father. I'm impressed.
Yes, Dadapon is true Heropon. This weapon only used now by Nopon 2 Wimpy to hold biter, but Dadapon was first one to discover. Everyone jumped for happy when introduced.
Ricky is a man of many talents, huh? A true Heropon indeed.
Dadapon say he gets idea for making into weapon from Hom-Hom gun.
Inspired by a Hom's gun. Ah, Charla's ether rifle then. Though if he was going to make weapons, I would have been happy to help him out.
How about if Shulk give Kino pointers? Kino still not always hit target.
Pointers, eh? From what I saw, though, it seemed like you knew your stuff.
Kino also thinks so, but still sometimes miss.
Right. Then maybe you'd best learn how to properly handle the weapon.
Properly how?
Am I right to assume you've never really had proper training?
How is Shulk knowing of that? Kino's state of shock.
I reckon the weapon's more beat up than it should be. You don't want that. More prone to malfunctions.
What Kino should do?
It's important to be as careful as possible. Handle it too roughly, and you could end up warping the grip. If the aim is a little off, it could potentially be because of that.
How Shulk knows such things? Kino never figure out in a million years.
I've always liked tinkering with weapons. Even made my friend Ryan's weapon, in fact. That'll be why. If you need a weapon maintained, I'm your guy.
Shulk really second most awesome after Dadapon. Tell Kino more.
All right. But for now, let's reinforce this to help with your aim. In return, could you perhaps share some more stories?
Kino like that deal.
I would happily listen to more stories about Ricky being an awesome dad. Like, seriously, how is Ricky the best character in this game when he doesn't even really make an appearance? The dude is freaking awesome. I love Ricky. Alright. So now, let's go ahead and do some more side quests. Starting with this one over here. So, I'll meet you over by where that is. Alright, so over by this tree, talk to this little Nopon Choo-Choo as name. Meh. Choo-Choo is just looking at that tree. If French not eating anything, please to get out a tuft of Choo-Choo. It not look like just looking at tree. Face almost look almost pained expression. How do you know? Nene had brother Pawn of similar age, so learn to read all sorts of signs. Something happened. Okay, well, Choo-Choo loved to climb trees. Climb every tree in area, sometimes twice. But then Shushu stopped paying attention and gets discovered by monsters. Luckily, managed to climb up this tree just in time to escape from attack. But then, once monsters go away, Shushu breathed a sigh of relief so deep, slip off branch and fall down. That would Shushu get hurt, and now cannot even move. And also somehow climb tree now feels scary dangerous. But who even hear of Napon that not climb trees? That not even little bit right. But first, should deal with Hurdy Hurdy. Kill Hurdy Hurdy is trivial part. Just need Peppity Herb. Just need to get these at the Cragmaw Caverns. Shushu not need help. We'll get by fine but on own strength. Alright, go to Cragmaw Cavern. And let's go ahead and set this to our active quest. And the Cragmaw Caverns are... Oh, right, they are in a spot that's required for the story later. But we'll have to remember that for... Oh, let's wait. Oh, no, never mind. We can't visit that. Okay. Let's go... Zephyr's Council, and I'll just meet you over by where that is. Alright, and there is the herb. And also, I was wrong. You don't want to go from Zephyr's Council. You instead want to start from Abassy's Dorsum. That's the fastest way over. Alright, so now I'll just meet you over by where that little Napon is. Alright, Shushu, I got your herb. Nene, bring Peppity herb. Shushu can relax now. Thanks, man. Shushu will be back in running order sooner than soon. How are you feeling about tree climbing? Still maybe a bit scary. Mama! What was Big Shouty voice for? Shushu hears something. Paw steps a monster that came after Shushu. They not give up on Shushu and come back to finish job. Shushu not want to get ate. Nene and friends will deal with. Please to remain calm. Alright. Looks like a couple of balls, but it should be no problem. So let's open up with a lariat and a feather swing so I can get the attention of all. Next, let's do Berserker, Magnum Starch, and Searcher. Yeah, nice. Alright, and let's do Aura Toast so I can strength down on all of them. Let's do another lariat. Alright. 3. And yes, most of the Pond Spectres are in high tension. It's good. Yeah, if they have that fire aura around them, that means they have high tension, therefore will do more damage and their effects will be better. Alright. Let's go ahead and talk to Shushu again. Amazing. Nene is monster strong. Naturally, but Nene only so strong because friends fighting with. Injury is Shushu also all heal up in time. It took Nene to win Scuffle. That very good news. And how about climbings? When Shushu watched Nene fighting, heart filled to bursting with courage. Now I feel I could climb any tree again. But maybe not these trees. If climb here, maybe monster maybe come back again. That good thinking. Most important thing in tree climbings is feel safe and have fun. Thank you, Nene. Now Shushu go home before more monsters show ugly mugs. Bye bye. Hum hum hum. Nene glad that Shushu back to able to climb trees. You put a lot of effort into making sure of that, Nene. Shushu's injuries have almost healed now, fortunately. Hey, say, Sister Pawn, why act so funny when talking about tree climbing? Have some big thoughts on topic of woody texture? That's what she said. It's because Nene is also afraid of climbing trees. Shock horror! Kino never knew! Not to get Nene wrong, once Nene loved to climb. When Nene was little Pon, Dadapon would always watch over when going up trees. As any good father should. Ricky, I tip my hat to you. Dadapon is great Dadapon for surely. But if love climbing, then why scared of it? Bark not worse than bite? One time, Nene wanted to climb higher tree than ever before. Daring mission. Set out all alone. Nene climbed like Napon possessed. View from up high was best thing Nene ever saw. But when Nene glanced downwards, suddenly realized how far away ground was. Once realized, could not unrealize, area Tum Tum clenched up like a winged fist, and Nene turned stiff as board. Frozen stiff with fright, could only cry and shout for Dadapon. Took all day for Dadapon to come to rescue, and when Dadapon did come, he looked all rattery-tattery. Dadapon looked for Nene all that time. Oh dear, poor Sistapon. What a horrible ordeal it must have been. Nene not like that memory. He feel bitter, like a licking brog. That way Nene not want any more Napon to have fear climb. Oh. But, Nene, wouldn't you like to learn to climb trees again someday? After that day, Dadapon was kind and patient to Nene. Took a lot of time for practice climbing together. Nene okay with climbing trees on middle lowness now. Was many ropes to learn, but somehow Nene get there. But as soon as ground get too far away, body beat start to tremble and legs turn to fruit jelly. I don't think you have to force yourself. We all have things we're bad at. Things we enjoy and things we don't. Just keep going at your own pace. One day, you may find yourself ready to try again. That always been guiding principle of Nene. And anyway, even though day of climbing tall tree is bitter memory, Nene always cherished sight of Dadapon coming to rescue, like personal hero-pon. That is so sweet! Oh my gosh! I almost forgot how sweet that is! Oh my gosh! And the even better part? This is actually referenced in the base game. It's a Toro March, there's a heart-to-heart between Ricky and Charlotte, and this is referenced. As Ricky talked about how he had a Napon kid that was afraid of climbing and got stuck in a tree at one point, resulting in him rescuing that Napon kid. This is what they were referencing. Oh my gosh, I love continuity in this. I love the continuity references. And again, Ricky is somehow the best character in this game, and he doesn't even appear in it. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love it so much. Alright. I think we have enough time to do maybe 2 more quests? Yeah, why not? Let's talk to Vrida.
Welcome.
You're the ones who helped Ines out, aren't you? I make basic necessities for the folks here. Okay. Need snare wire and half parts, which I already have an abundance of, so already done with that quest. Assuming this is the only objective that you need anyway. So let's go ahead and talk to you again. I see you've managed to find the half parts and snare wire. Implement those. There we have it. Here, have one for the troubles. Okay, so we need to just deliver these to somewhere. I didn't really pay attention to where. Oh, over here by Tranquil Tarn. So I'll just meet you over by where that is, because it's just over by where the bridge is. Alright. Bartholomew. Can I call you Barf for short? Hold on, isn't that the Catch-A-Fish DX that I asked Frida for? Alright. Alright, oh, this is about, casting a new net. So that we can get even more stuff. And much like the, the one farm place. This quest also opens up new Collectopedia collection points, including getting another one of the rarest Collectopedia items on the Bionis shoulder, the Gentle Clam, which I think means yes. That is the animal category. And we get Valak bracelets. So now we just need one more strange item and the Collectopedia will be 100% done across both versions of... across both games on Definitive. Alright, so now let's go back over to the Grand Arch, and I think I'll do... I think maybe one more quest? And this... Okay, I'll do this quest real fast. For this one, talk to Angela as Kino. Hello. Hmm? Oh. Oh, friend is shy too? Huh? Must be shy like Kino. You have same smell as Kino, so is matter of facts. Yeah, I get kinda nervous easily. But it's no fun playing on my own. Meh. Then what if Kino found friend to play with? Really? I love that. Leave everything to Kino. We'll search the town for bestest possible friend. Make sure everyone happy. Any possible friendlies already in mind? Alright, so now we just need to find a couple of kids for Angela to play with. In this new quest, Wallflower. Okay, okay, so one is just outside of the Grandel approach. Oh, yep, there it is. Rudodo. Okay. Gonna talk to her. Well, I actually don't know what gender that Napon is. It's weird. Some of the Napon are actually pretty easy to tell what gender they are, but others, like those ones, not so much. But I don't think it matters too much. Anyways. Actually, let's go ahead and set that as active real fast. Okay, so it's just up here. So I'll meet you by where the next NPC is. Alright. Up by kind of where that one deposit is Celine. Alright, become friend of Angela. And then the last one is just down here. So I'll meet you by where that is. Alright. So now let's talk to Nessenor. Good morrowings. Alright, Angela, I know her. We talked once. Blah, blah, blah. We got all the kids. And there's a quiet moment over here. Can I view it? Yes, you can, and not only that, but it's between Melia and Tyrea. Let's view it, shall we?
It's a fateful thing that you and I should see each other again here, like this.
Tyrea, what brought you to the Bionis shoulder?
A good question. Honestly, I had no motive. I wandered without aim, the Bionis no more. Before long, I found myself here. That's all.
So it is but a work of chance. Is that right?
Exactly. Though I certainly didn't expect that chance would bring me back to Alchemoth. The rest is just as I told you. I helped Elam with his research and surveilled the city, waiting for the right opportunity.
So then, you're saying you remained here in order to win back the capital, yes?
If I'm honest, I have to admit, I did consider it. At least until the Fog King appeared.
And then?
The people who still live here, when I showed up, I was a dead woman walking. But they took me in without question. People like that, falling victim to that accursed monster. It doesn't bear thinking about. That's why.
You feel yourself indebted to them, right? Tyrea, you've changed.
Have I? Have I really?
Tyrea, if it's all right with you, why not come with us?
Melia.
We can't pretend the past didn't happen. I know that. But still, can't we at least band together?
I can't.
Is that so? Forgive me, Tyrea. It was thoughtless not to consider your feelings. You must see me as your mother's killer.
You misapprehend. That's not at issue here. I just don't understand.
What do you mean? What don't you understand?
I simply... Since the day Yumea drew her final breath, I've lost sight of the path I should walk. It's still the same now. What can I focus on? Where should I go? What will bring meaning to my existence? Even my staying here, when it comes down to it, I'm just resigning myself to the winds of chance.
Tyrea, that's wrong.
Melia, you continue to misjudge me. I have not changed. I've never known anything, not even my own desires.
I can tell you feel lost, Tyrea.
I've never had anything remotely resembling your brilliance.
Everyone, and I mean everyone, feels doubt. We lost sight of the right path in the Great War. We all did, not just you. I did as well. Nay, I still do now. If I said all my doubts were behind me, it would be a heinous lie. When your heart is lost at sea and drifting, it takes time to find answers within. And when you've lost someone important to you, it takes more time still. Hear me. You are strong enough. In time, you will find your answers.
My skills were once widely recognized, though I may have used them to try and end your life.
Is that still something you wish to do?
If that were the case, you would have gone sailing over the edge of the Bionis shoulder a long time ago.
I believe so too. When in reality, I'm standing here talking with you. So then, I think that leaves us some room for friendship. Doesn't it?
You speak just like those Homs you traveled with.
I take that as a compliment, actually. But it's as you say. It's yet another thing I've learned from them.
Why are you so damn persistent? Is that your crown princess duty? Or do you simply pity the weakling I've become?
Enough. I'll hear no more of this self-loathing. My heart tells me it's the right thing to do. That is all. That is my reason, and the only answer you'll get.
Melia.
What's more, Tyrea? You're all the family I have left. Listen. Once we have dealt with the matter at hand, would you please give me your answer again?
And what if I cannot give you the answer that you're looking for?
I will respect whatever conclusion you arrive at, so long as it's one you can live with.
Don't get your hopes up.
Fine. That will suffice for now. I'll be waiting, Tyrea.
Should I really go along with Melia? Am I worthy? After all the years spent in shadows, all the blood. Yumea, Mother, please give me a sign.
Future Connected may be the weakest, but moments like that are what make it worth playing through. Because yeah, that is probably one of my favorite quiet moments in the entire experience.
Uh-oh.
Alright, let's talk to Angela. Finally have friends. Everyone says they're gonna play with me. I'm so happy. Thank you, Kino. Thank you so much. Oh, ain't nothing. Plus pizza pollen cake for Kino. Just ask Kino for a second helping of help anytime. Quest complete. After that we get some armor for Kino. Which might be helpful, hopefully. Muscle up. I mean, Kino is rather weak defensively, and sometimes he does draw a little too much aggro, so this might actually be useful. I'll have to think on it for a bit. But anyways. The other thing that I will talk about when it comes to Tyrea in Future Connected, there is one thing about her, but I think I'll save that topic for a little bit later. Once we get a little bit more story involved, I'll talk about more about what my thoughts are on Tyrea in Future Connected. But I will say, there is one missed opportunity involving her, and I think most fans would agree with me on that. But again, I'll wait a little bit to talk about that, until we get more story context and everything. But I think for now, we'll go ahead and wrap up. So, next time on Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected, we begin the hunt for the high ether crystals needed to upgrade the Monado, or replica Monado more like. See you guys then.